Hello everyone, today I'm going to tell the story of the Little Mermaid. I love the Little Mermaid story, so let's begin. Once there was an ocean. Deep under the ocean, it was very blue, and lived a king's palace, the Mermaid King's Palace. He was a father. He had 6 daughters, and the youngest daughter is the most beautiful one. Her face is so beautiful and lips are totally pink. She always had fun in the grasses, in the trees and plants, because it was an ocean. There were seaweeds, flowers, oats. So she always looked at them, but never paid attention to other things. While the other ones always dreamed of getting up the ocean and see the human world. Also, the youngest daughter also dreamed of that. Then, some years after, the oldest daughter turned 15. So she was allowed to go to the top of the ocean and see the human world. She dived up the water and look, it's so beautiful in the human world. Nature's trees, birds, flowers. Then one by one turned 15 into their birthday months. Then finally it was the youngest daughter's turn, the beautiful one. She go up the top of the ocean and saw the human world, so beautiful. Trees, many flowers, birds singing, and she saw a ship, a very giant ship, and a prince was sailing in it. She got closer to it and saw a handsome prince and a lot of girls. The prince was very happy. He was in the ship, and she dreamed of, wish I could marry him. So she dived again. It was the time to dive back into the ocean. So she go to the ocean again. Then she asked her mother, "Mom, why can't I be a human?" And the mother said, "It's better to be a mermaid. Humans are dangerous. Humans can live for 30 years or 52 years, but we can live for 100 years. And she heard that, but she didn't care. She also wanted to be a human. Then her mother said, "Come on, now we have to the mermaid party tonight." And the youngest daughter said, "Okay, Mom." But she always dreamed to be a human. So she looked again into the human world. Then it was night time and the mermaid party began. There were lots of mermaid dancers and singers. They singed lovely, quite lovely, and everyone was dancing. Then the father, the king mermaid, he said to his youngest daughter, "Go and sing." She sang so beautifully, everyone was shocked. She sang beautifuler than everyone. Everyone was very shocked, and the party began. Everyone was dancing. While everyone was dancing, she dived and go to the witch in the ocean. She swam and it became very dark and gray. She saw black flowers and she saw a pathway with black rose. Then she goes to the witch and she told the witch, I wish I had human legs. Can you give me some potion so I can have human legs? And the witch said, but I made a request. If you give me your voice, I will give you a potion. Then the youngest daughter, the mermaid, he didn't want to give her voice, but to talk to the prince, she wanted legs. So the witch took out a shell and stole her voice, and then gave her the potion. She dived into the human world and the ocean, but suddenly the ship was sinking. But she left the potion in there and shaved the prince. Then she cuddled his forehead and kissed him. Gross. Then she dived back and ate the potion. Then she landed in the queen's mansion, the Matilda's queen. She touched him and he woke up. Then he said to the Lady Matilda, the queen, he said, you saved my life. But the mermaid didn't care, but she was the one who saved him. Then she drank the potion, and then she went to the palace to see the prince. The prince was shocked to see a beautiful girl. He asked her what was her name, but she didn't have a voice. So the prince didn't care. He left anyway. But one day, his mother, the prince's mother and father, told him to go to the princess's house, the Queen Matilda. Then he ride on his horse and told the youngest daughter, the little mermaid, I will love you anyways. Nothing can stop my love from you. Then he got on his horse and go to the palace. And then he arrived. And he said, you saved my life. But they were in love. Then they got also had to go married. It was in 3 days. But the little mermaid didn't have to. And all her sisters said, if you kill the sword and to the sand, you come a little mermaid again. Then he was about to take a sword, and the prince was sleeping in the house, and he saw in his dream that the little mermaid saved him. The little mermaid first go to the prince and cuddled his forehead. Then he said, and the prince said, I am totally blind. Matilda wasn't the one who saved me. You're the one who saved me. Then they got married. And the little mermaid's older sister, the mermaids, they all sang a song at her wedding. The end.